Welcome to the BearCast on WestBranch.Football Media Day 2025. Can't believe it's already here in the fall, Stephen. August the 16th, Media Day, first day of official pads today out at the high school. That's always kind of a rite of passage and a great feeling when you hear the crack, 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 and kids get to kind of take someone down.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's always just that cycle that you go through of you kind of work into it with camp week and you're in helmets, and they get kind of tired of that because you can't really do anything. So you start working into it, and then, you finally get to where you can have some pads, and it opens things up so much more, and you really start to see where things are at because everybody looks good wearing T-shirt and shorts. I could probably run some routes and look pretty good. You start getting those pads on, it starts to make things different. So, yeah, it's great. I mean, it's kind of hard. You only have 5 practices before our scrimmage, but it's awesome that start to get there, and just means that we're closer and closer to week 1 getting ready to kick off.
New season, new coach. Coach Hughes, Matt Hughes, running the program here in West Branch now. How has the transition been with Coach Hughes, and how are the things that he's kind of implementing into the system for West Branch working for the JV kids as well?
It's been awesome. I think Coach was a great hire. As soon as I heard his name as somebody that was going to be one of the candidates or probably was going to get it, I was super excited. Knowing him, he was actually a student teacher in the district back in the day. I think Tyler Bailey was in his class, or one of the classes with him, so right. He was well aware of that. But he does it the right way. He knows what's going on. He cares about the kids. He wants to make this about the kids, about being family, about being part of the community, and everything he does is looking at the big picture. It's important to know the X's and O's. It's important to come out here and perform well and win as many football games as possible, but more important is to develop these young men into great human beings, great community members, great husbands, fathers, whatever the case may be when they leave this program. So yes, there's a lot to be said for doing well on a Friday night, but there's those other big picture things that he's really focused on, trying to get these guys to understand that as well.
2-part question here, 2 different questions,
Yes.
so I'll let you go after this. One, what are the numbers like for the program, for the Soph team this year, and your coaching staff?
So numbers-wise, we're down just a little bit from where we've been in years past. We're going to be probably right around 25 or so, I think, on each team. I have a few guys that might see some time between the 2 of them. So down just a little bit, but what we've got, I'm really excited. Several of the sophomores that we got last year did some really good things. Looking forward to them stepping into some leadership positions. And then some of these young guys, we've got some pieces that are going to definitely step right in and be able to do some really good things. So excited about some of that. And then coaching staff, we've got Drake Berry back, the only one that stays on my staff from last year. He's going to be our defensive coordinator, work with the O-line and D-line. And then Wyatt Federlin, new to the staff, former Bear, just graduated a few years ago. He's going to be doing receivers, linebackers, and special teams. And then, of course, I'll do everything else.
That's always been a great part of the program from 19 whatever until now, is that guys are coming back, that they want to come back. Like you look at Drake Berry, you look at Jacob Graves, you look at Drew Finnegan, you look at Wyatt Federlin, Tyler Bailey, Jared Tiley, and so on and so forth. I just think that's a wonderful. So he's the so on and so forth. So you just look
everything
at
else.
You look at those things. You look at that, and I think that's just a wonderful detail of the program at large.
Yeah, I think that's going back to Coach Butch Peterson. That's what he wanted to establish, was getting this as the community's program. It's not about a coach. It's not about just the players. It's about West Branch. It's WestBranch.Football, and I think that's something that Coach Hughes really understands, and he's going to be able to take and hopefully continue that moving forward into the future, and seeing a lot of these other guys that are playing right now in 5 or 10 years coming in and stepping onto that coaching role as well.
What excites you every year when you get to wear this thing that says WestBranch.Football on it? What excites you about that?
I mean, it's just getting out here, being with the kids. I mean, teaching them the game. I mean, that's part of the reason I got into coaching, was I just love to pass on the limited knowledge I have, but helping them understand things and kind of show them the big picture and just be there to learn the life lessons that go with it. But you just can't beat walking down onto this field. You can't beat flipping those lights on and hearing the music playing and seeing the crowd. And no matter what's going on with life, no matter how bad your day has been, you walk up between those lines at practice, you come down here on a Friday for a game, and it's like everything goes out the window. It's football, baby. Let's have some fun with it.
And football begins for the Fresh Soph team, 16 days from now. For the varsity team, 13 days from now. Looking forward to seeing it all happen. Looking forward to seeing Steve and Grace and the Fresh Soph team, and looking forward to seeing you on WestBranch.Football.